Imagine walking through the streets of Tokyo with your phone in your hand. You are not shouting, you are not causing trouble. You are simply checking a message, watching a video, or taking a quick photo. But somewhere nearby, someone quietly notices. Not because your phone is expensive, not because your case looks strange, but because of the way you are using it. In Japan, a country famous for advanced technology, people are surprisingly careful about one thing: how technology affects the people around them. Your phone is not just a personal device. In public spaces, it becomes part of your social behavior. And there are certain habits that many visitors do without realizing they are breaking invisible rules. Rules nobody writes down, rules nobody announces, but rules that locals understand. Today, we are revealing 7 things Japanese people often dislike about phone behavior in public. Some of them may surprise you because they are completely normal in other countries. And the last one is something many tourists do without realizing it can create uncomfortable situations. So before your next trip to Japan, or before you judge Japanese culture as too strict, understand this: Japan is not against phones. Japan helped create the modern technology world. The difference is simple. In Japan, convenience is important, but consideration for others is often more important. Let's uncover the 7 phone habits that can instantly make you stand out. Number 1. Talking loudly on your phone in public places. Imagine entering a crowded train in Tokyo during rush hour. Hundreds of people are standing close together. Everyone is tired. Everyone is trying to reach work. The environment is already full of noise. Then suddenly, one person starts having a loud phone conversation. In many countries, this might not attract much attention. People may think they are just talking. But in Japan, especially on trains, this can be considered extremely disruptive. Public transportation is viewed as a shared space. The idea is simple: your freedom should not disturb someone else's peace. This is why you will often see signs asking passengers to keep their phones silent and avoid phone calls. Japanese commuters usually send messages, use headphones quietly, or wait until they leave the train to make a call. It is not because people in Japan never talk. It is because there is a strong cultural preference for maintaining harmony in crowded environments. There is even a Japanese concept called meiwaku, which means causing trouble or inconvenience to others. Many everyday behaviors are influenced by avoiding meiwaku. A loud phone call may feel small to you, but to someone sitting next to you after a long day, it can feel like you are taking over a shared space. So the first rule is simple. On Japanese trains, your phone should connect you to people, not separate you from the people around you. Number 2, playing videos, music, or games without headphones. Your favorite song, your favorite YouTube video, your favorite mobile game. All of these are completely normal parts of daily life. But the moment your phone audio enters someone else's personal space, the situation changes. In Japan, public silence is often valued. You will notice something interesting when riding trains there. Many people are using phones, but the trains are still quiet. Why? Because people usually use headphones. They lower their brightness. They avoid creating unnecessary sounds. A phone notification sound may seem harmless. A short video clip may seem like only a few seconds. But when dozens of people start doing the same thing, public spaces become chaotic. Japanese society often focuses on small actions creating a larger effect. One person's small noise becomes everyone's problem. This is why someone watching videos loudly on a train may receive uncomfortable looks. Nobody may confront you. That is another important cultural difference. In Japan, people often avoid direct conflict. Instead of telling someone, "Please stop," they may simply move away or silently show discomfort. So if you are visiting Japan, remember, your phone has a speaker. But public spaces are not your personal room. Number 3, taking photos of strangers without permission. Japan is one of the most photographed countries in the world. The streets of Kyoto, the neon lights of Tokyo, traditional temples, beautiful landscapes. There are endless reasons to take pictures, but there is an important difference between photographing a place and photographing people. Many visitors accidentally cross this line: a person wearing a unique outfit, a child playing in a park, someone working in a traditional shop, a stranger who looks interesting. In some cultures, taking a quick photo might feel harmless, but in Japan, many people are sensitive about being photographed without consent. Privacy is highly respected. Even though Japan is famous for cameras and technology, personal boundaries still matter. This is especially important when taking pictures of children, employees, or people in vulnerable situations. A simple question can change everything. May I take your photo? That small act shows respect, and often people appreciate the kindness. The lesson is not never take photos. The lesson is, do not let your curiosity remove someone else's comfort. A beautiful picture is not worth making another person uncomfortable. Number 4. Using your phone while walking in crowded areas. Walking while looking at your phone is common around the world. People check maps, reply to messages, scroll through social media. But in crowded Japanese cities, this habit can create problems. Places like Shibuya Crossing can have thousands of people moving at the same time. Everyone is following the flow. Everyone is sharing limited space. A person staring at their phone while walking becomes unpredictable. They may suddenly stop. They may change direction. They may collide with someone. This behavior is sometimes called aruki sumaho, meaning smartphone walking. It has become a recognized social concern because it affects safety and movement. Japan's cities are designed around efficiency. People walk quickly. They follow patterns. They understand that small disruptions affect everyone. So stopping in the middle of a busy walkway to check your phone may not seem like a big deal, but in a crowded Japanese street, it can create frustration. The simple solution: move to the side, stop walking, check your phone, then continue. A few seconds of awareness can show a lot of respect. Number 5. Ignoring phone etiquette inside restaurants. Japanese dining culture places strong attention on atmosphere. The food matters, the service matters, but the overall experience matters too. A phone constantly ringing, someone watching videos at the table, someone taking dozens of pictures while blocking staff and other customers. These behaviors can affect the atmosphere. Of course, Japanese people use phones in restaurants. They take pictures, they check messages, they use payment apps. The issue is not the phone itself. The issue is whether the phone becomes more important than the people around you. In many Japanese social situations, being present is considered valuable. When sharing a meal, attention is part of respect. Looking away constantly at your screen can send a message that the person sitting across from you is less important. This idea is not unique to Japan, but Japan's culture often emphasizes these small signs of consideration. Your phone should support your experience. It should not replace it. Number 6. Recording inside places where privacy matters. Modern phones have turned everyone into a potential creator. A person can record videos instantly, upload instantly, share instantly. But Japan has many places where recording requires extra awareness. Certain stores, private establishments, traditional locations, workplaces, events. Many people do not want their faces, conversations, or activities uploaded online without control. The internet makes moments permanent. A 5-second video can exist forever. This is why responsible phone use matters. Before recording, think, who else is in this video? Could someone feel exposed? Am I allowed to record here? Respecting these questions separates a thoughtful visitor from someone who only thinks about getting content. And now, the final habit. The one that reveals the biggest difference between many visitors and Japanese social expectations. Number 7. Treating your phone like you are completely alone. This is the biggest mistake. A phone creates a small private world. When you look at the screen, you can forget everyone around you. You enter your messages, your videos, your social media, your personal bubble. But public life does not disappear because you are holding a phone. In Japan, there is a strong awareness that you are always part of the environment around you. Your actions affect others, your volume affects others, your movement affects others, your camera affects others, your attention affects others. The phone itself is never the problem. The behavior around it is what matters. A respectful phone user in Japan is not someone who never touches their device. It is someone who understands timing, location, and consideration. Technology connects people, but culture decides how that connection should happen. So the next time you visit Japan, remember these 7 lessons. Speak quietly, use headphones, ask before photographing people. Do not walk blindly while looking at your screen. Respect shared spaces. Think before recording. And most importantly, remember that public spaces belong to everyone. Japan is not asking you to stop using your phone. It is simply asking you to remember something the modern world often forgets. Being connected should never mean becoming disconnected from the people standing right beside you. And that small difference is one of the reasons Japan feels so unique. Because behind every quiet train ride, every organized street, and every peaceful public space, there is an invisible rule: respect the people around you. And sometimes, the most advanced technology is knowing when to put it away. 4. the phone that appears during sacred moments. There are moments in life when a phone becomes more than just a device. It becomes a distraction, a barrier, something that separates you from the experience happening right in front of you. Japan is filled with places where people seek peace and reflection: ancient temples, shrines surrounded by nature, quiet gardens, traditional ceremonies, places where generations of people have come to slow down and reconnect with something deeper. And this is where one common phone habit can create discomfort: taking out your phone at the wrong moment. For many visitors, reaching for a smartphone feels automatic. They see a beautiful temple, they immediately record. They see a ceremony, they immediately start filming. They hear traditional music, they immediately think about sharing it online. The intention is often positive. They want to preserve the memory. They want to show others the beauty they discovered. But in Japan, there is an important difference between experiencing something and consuming something. A sacred place is not always just a tourist attraction. For many Japanese people, it represents history, spirituality, and personal connection. A shrine is not simply an interesting background for a photo. A temple is not just an aesthetic location for social media. It is a place where people come to reflect, to pray, to find calm. Imagine entering a quiet library where everyone is reading peacefully. Then someone walks in and starts recording everything loudly. Even if they are excited, the atmosphere changes. The same principle applies in many traditional Japanese spaces. The issue is not that phones are forbidden everywhere. Many places allow photography. The issue is timing and awareness. A respectful visitor asks, "Is this the right moment to use my phone? Am I disturbing someone's experience? Am I treating this place as a memory or just content?" This mindset creates a completely different relationship with travel. Instead of seeing every beautiful moment through a screen, you allow yourself to actually experience it, because sometimes the strongest memories are created when your phone stays in your pocket. There is something ironic about modern travel. People visit thousands of miles away to experience a new culture, but then spend most of their time looking at that culture through a small screen. The phone can help you discover Japan, but it can also prevent you from truly seeing it. And this leads to another behavior that surprises many visitors. It happens everywhere: in restaurants, on streets, inside stores, and it involves something many people believe is harmless, but for some Japanese people, it represents a lack of appreciation. 5. The person who records food before tasting it. Japan has one of the richest food cultures in the world, from carefully prepared sushi to ramen crafted with years of experience to seasonal dishes that celebrate nature. Food in Japan is not only about filling your stomach, it is often about craftsmanship, presentation, balance, tradition. Every detail has meaning. So when a beautiful meal arrives, many people naturally want a picture. That is understandable. A beautifully prepared Japanese dish can look like art. But there is a difference between appreciating food and turning every meal into a performance. Some people become so focused on getting the perfect photo that they forget the actual experience. They move plates around. They ask others to wait. They spend several minutes searching for the perfect angle. Meanwhile, the food that was carefully prepared by someone else is becoming colder. This behavior can feel disrespectful because Japanese cuisine often carries a strong connection between the chef and the guest. A chef does not simply prepare ingredients, they create an experience. The timing matters, the temperature matters, the balance matters. When someone delays eating only to create online content, some people may feel the focus has shifted away from appreciation. The meal becomes less about enjoying the craft and more about displaying it. Again, the issue is not photography. Many Japanese people take pictures of their food. The difference is consideration. A quick photo before eating, usually completely fine. Making everyone wait while creating a full production, that is where frustration begins. A good traveler understands one simple idea. Not every beautiful moment needs to be immediately shared. Some moments are valuable because they are yours. And there is another phone habit connected to this. It is not about cameras. It is not about social media. It is about something much more personal. The way your phone changes your relationship with the people standing next to you. 6. The phone that makes people feel invisible. Have you ever been sitting with someone who keeps checking their phone? Maybe they are replying to messages. Maybe they are scrolling. Maybe they are only checking for a few seconds. But after a while, something changes. You start feeling like you are competing with a screen. This feeling is universal. But in Japan, where attentiveness and respect in relationships are highly valued, this behavior can be especially noticeable. Imagine meeting someone for the first time. You are having a conversation. You are sharing a story. Then suddenly, they look down at their phone. They stop listening. They respond with half attention. The message it sends is powerful. Something else is more important than this moment. In Japanese culture, being present with another person is often considered a sign of respect, whether it is a business meeting, a meal with friends, a family gathering. Your attention shows the importance you give to the relationship. This is why constantly checking a phone during conversations can create a negative impression, not because phones are bad, but because attention is limited. And when you give your attention away, people feel it. There is a Japanese concept called omoiyari. It refers to empathy and thinking about another person's feelings before acting. A person practicing omoiyari may ask, will checking my phone make this person feel ignored? Is this message more important than the person in front of me? These small decisions create stronger relationships, and interestingly, this lesson applies far beyond Japan. In a world where everyone is connected digitally, many people feel more disconnected emotionally. Sometimes the most respectful thing you can do is simple. Put the phone away. Look at the person. Listen. Be there. Because technology connects people across oceans, but attention connects people standing right beside you. Now we reach the final habit. The one that reveals something deeper about modern society. It is something many people do without thinking. It is often done for entertainment, for convenience, for a quick laugh. But in Japan, it can create a very different reaction, because sometimes your phone does not only show what you are watching, it shows what you are willing to make everyone else experience. 7. The sound that invades everyone's space. A phone suddenly starts playing a video. A loud advertisement begins. A social media clip blasts through a quiet restaurant. Someone watches content without headphones while sitting beside strangers. To many people, this may seem like a small thing. After all, it only lasts a few seconds. But in Japan, those few seconds can feel much bigger. Why? Because public sound is considered something everyone shares, just like space, just like movement, just like behavior. When you play audio loudly in a public place, you are making a decision for everyone around you. You are deciding what they will hear, whether they want to or not. This is why headphones are considered an important part of public manners. They create a boundary between your private entertainment and the shared environment. A person watching videos with headphones is enjoying their content. A person playing videos loudly is forcing strangers to become part of it. The difference is small, but the message is completely different. One says, I am enjoying my own space. The other says, my space is more important than yours. Japanese society often values the idea that everyone should be able to peacefully coexist. You may not know the person sitting next to you. You may never see them again. But for those few minutes, you share the same environment, and respecting that shared environment is considered basic courtesy. This is why something as simple as lowering your phone volume can create a completely different impression. It shows awareness. It shows maturity. It shows that you understand you are not alone. And this brings us to the biggest lesson behind all 7 habits. The phone itself was never the enemy. Technology is not the problem. The real question is, are you using your phone, or is your phone using you? Because a smartphone can reveal your personality without you saying a single word. It can show whether you notice others, whether you respect boundaries, whether you understand the invisible rules that make communities work. And the people who understand this do something different. They do not throw away their phones. They simply become more intentional with them. They know when to speak, when to record, when to share, and when to put the screen away. Because the most respectful person in any country is not the person who knows every rule. It is the person who pays attention. And that is the real secret behind Japanese public manners. It is not about perfection. It is about awareness. But after learning all 7 habits, there is one question that remains. Are Japanese people really against phones? The answer is no. Japan is one of the countries that helped shape the modern technology world. From advanced electronics to incredible innovations, Japan understands technology better than most places on Earth. The issue was never the phone. The issue was the relationship between the person and the phone. A smartphone is one of the most powerful tools humans have ever created. It can translate languages instantly. It can guide you through unfamiliar cities. It can capture moments you will remember forever. It can connect you with people thousands of kilometers away. But there is something a phone cannot replace: awareness. It cannot replace the feeling of knowing when to stay quiet. It cannot replace the respect of understanding another person's space. It cannot replace being fully present in a meaningful moment. And that is why these small phone habits matter, because culture is not only found in famous landmarks. It is not only found in traditional clothing, food, or festivals. Culture is hidden in everyday actions, the way people walk, the way they speak, the way they wait, the way they use something as simple as a phone. When you visit another country, the goal is not to become someone completely different. It is not about memorizing thousands of rules. It is about developing one simple skill: noticing. Noticing the people around you, noticing the environment, noticing how your actions affect others, because respect is a universal language. You do not need perfect Japanese. You do not need to understand every tradition. Sometimes respect can be shown with something as small as lowering your voice, putting on headphones, stepping aside before checking your map, asking before taking someone's picture, or simply putting your phone away and enjoying the moment. And perhaps the biggest irony of the smartphone era is this: we carry a device designed to connect us with the world, yet sometimes it prevents us from connecting with the people standing right in front of us. The best travelers are not the ones who capture the most pictures. They are the ones who create the most meaningful experiences. They do not just collect places, they understand them. They do not just visit cultures, they respect them. So the next time you enter a train in Tokyo, walk through a quiet street in Kyoto, visit a peaceful shrine, or sit inside a small Japanese restaurant, remember this: the most powerful way to show respect is not always what you do. Sometimes it is what you choose not to do. Because in a world full of noise, attention has become a rare form of kindness, and sometimes the most unforgettable moment of your journey begins when you put the phone down and finally look around. If you enjoyed this journey into Japanese culture, make sure to subscribe for more hidden cultural rules, surprising traditions, and fascinating stories from around the world, because sometimes the smallest habits reveal the biggest differences between cultures. And the next time you travel, you might see the world differently.